Hello, I am back recording some more 5NL. Um, I played a bit of a session this morning. I've been experimenting with a few things. One being the overbet. Uh, Obviously, most of my values come from like the big hands that you get, like aces and ace king. Not much to say; they're pretty typical. Obviously, go for a squeeze. Probably my sizing could be like $1 here. But usually I think 75 cents gets the job done a lot. Because it was 75 cents, so I probably picked up an extra uh, person in the pot, which I didn't want. So I was leaning towards checking or betting here, being out of position as well, into two people. I thought that with the backdoor straight and the flush opportunities and the two overcards that I could bet a third here and fold out like the low pairs in their range, and also just anything that if this guy's should never really be set mine in like fours, fives, sixes, sevens. So I think he's probably gonna like cool me down, but I just think they could have just about enough hands that I don't think I'm gonna get like many pairs to fold, but I think I can get like some ace X type hands, except ace queen to fold. But even though that's winning, I just I don't want to be like bluffed off of the pot. So I probably is burning money here to bet, but I figure if I could fire once, and it's quite small. I'm never aiming to fold off the paired hands, maybe like fives and sixes, but I'm never ever aiming to fold them. Essentially, I'm not really getting many better hands to fold it, to be honest with you. Maybe pocket sixes, but I don't think they shouldn't have sixes very often. So, but I mean, it works, which means I probably had the best hand, and I'm very happy to take that one pre-flop. But I think it's probably better to just check there. I'm not sure, or maybe my sizing could be a bit bigger, like $1 or something, $1.15 to really sort of make sure that I'm just heads up. And the reason I chose to obviously squeeze in there should be standard with ace king, but especially reaffirm to do it because the under the gun opener who flatted there had quite a loose stats from under the gun. I think it was like something like 15%, which is kind of loose from under the gun. More than 50. And there's a few interesting spots here. This is one of a goofy hand. Here I had a discussion on Discord with somebody about it, and he agreed that I definitely should be looking to bluff here. He checks. I've got a note that this guy is bet when checked to, and also quite goofy. I've only played 10 hands with him though, so I've probably marked him as a fish. So it says something. So he checks and then check calls. He probably bets 7. He could be trapping fours here, like aces, kings, queens. Might be betting again. Probably betting again as an overpair. Maybe some draws. The way he leads here, I'm thinking he's probably not on a 4 if he leads, because it doesn't make sense. He's probably on a draw. Maybe also a hand like 5-7 makes sense. That sort of hand. I mean, he could have a. I don't think he has many 2 pairs. And the fact I have a note that he does play hands weirdly and goofily. I think he's probably on a draw, or he's just goofing around with like Jack 10 off or something. But anyway, I decided, even though I have basically no equity, that his line is fishy, and that I'm gonna try and fold him off here. So I bet $1. Not the biggest bet in the world. He only needs 21% equity to call. Even with a flush draw, he probably shouldn't be calling with just a flush draw, because here I'm wrapping 4s or like pocket 7s. He should probably be folding the flush draw here. he's a good player. But he isn't. He's so calls. Obviously the miss. Here I'm thinking he could have some like weird 5x time hand potentially. So I'm not sure about bluffing. If bluffing's going to be profitable, but it's kind of agreed if I bet like, even if I bet just like $2, I'm going to fold his junk anyway. Obviously 5x is going to call. I'm going to fold all of his club draws, which could be, you know, things like ace king, ace jack, ace queen, ace 10, ace 8, ace 7, ace 5, well not ace 5 suited, you know, things like even like ace 3 suited, ace 2 suited. So there's a lot of like combos of ace high club horse draws I can fold as well, which should be super profitable. I don't know if he would call, probably would call top pair this particular pair if I bet big. He'd definitely call a 4 as well. Yeah, he'd follow everything else. I think it would be profitable enough to bet here. I just checked back though, and yeah, he's just goofing off while he's playing weird. So actually raising a turn there was profitable play. Weird. I haven't like decided to do this as a hand review session, so I'm not. There's a couple of spots where I've like decided to just overbet against capped ranges. Not that hand. There's a couple up here that I did that with. This one I think was an overbet hand. Cool. C-bet, cool. Actually no, this one I just chose to double barrel because he has like a lot of flush draws that probably won't call turn. Like obviously any 9's gonna call, I bet here, but I think like things like, you know, 8x, 10x are gonna fold here. Under pairs. If I bet like 50, I can make him fold probably a lot of flush draws as well. Some flush draws, not all, but some. I bet a bit small actually, but it does the job. And then this one, he just like, he min opens. Usually I throw this away against under the gun ranges, but he's got like pretty fishy stats already, and he min opens. He's got like very loose ones. I probably could free bet here as well, but it's such a good price to realize equity on. Then he c bets very small, so I go for the raise. He calls. I'm putting him on ace-x here, or jack-x, or kings or queens. I think I can get some value from him. I try not to go too big, that it scares him off. But I think I may have gone a little bit big there. Maybe like I should have gone like 25, 30 cents, but he just folds, yeah. And then there's ace jack, open, free bet, cool, continuation bet, fold. Okay, not much going on. There's a few hands over here where the small pots. Yes, yeah, not a huge amount of interesting things going on. We'll play some hands. I kind of need this hand of the day. I'm learning about 5&L is, and the microsticks, it doesn't matter that much to be, it shouldn't matter that much to be balanced when it comes to like free betting, because there's not enough good regs that will exploit you. Some will, but not everyone. There's not enough in the pool, so I could have actually okay. Obviously that king 8 hand is still going on. I'm trying to find the king 8 hand, but it's still going on by the look of it. Yep. I'll wait for it to appear. Three four is pretty weak, so I won't raise it. If he checks to me, I will probably just bet, because his range is just going to be quite showdown heavy, or just stuff that he's all into fold. He bets I'm just going to fold. I'm not even going to fight for 2 big blinds in a limped pot with a garbage hand. Damn, is that hand still going on? The king 8 hand, or am I on the wrong bit? I'm trying to find the king 8 hand. Oh, it's Biller's. Oh, I've got 8-4 off as well. I've got I think it has to be done, or just because it's on video, right? If he opens, I just have to do it, don't I? No, okay. It's a shame. I mean, I have to do it because it's a video. This guy, I have no info on him, but we'll go for a small one. Yeah, there you go. It always works. It always works. Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, yeah, you don't have to be super balanced. I'm learning on 5&L with free betting. Obviously, you wanna be free betting your good hands, blind like ace jack, ace queen, ace 10 suited, those sort of hands. King queen, king jack suited, stuff like that. Multi-way here against on this sort of board super hits their ranges. We're not gonna do it. I pick up equity on the turn. But with this guy behind me, you know, he's probably gonna fold. I don't think I'm gonna call here. We're not continuing. Obviously this guy bets, we can call street. Now we're going to try and get some value off like a 10 that's looking showdown. So we'll bet about 20. I think kings are always betting. He might have a king, but I think he still bets a king on the turn. Yeah, none of them had anything particularly good. Now it's an interesting question. Free bet ranges can be quite wide. So I don't know if Jack King can be used as a 4-bet bluff here. I'm not going to do it, but because I have no info on the guy. If I could see that that guy was like, you know, doing a sort of like 7 to 10% free bet. This guy is some quite. He's not got any free bets yet, so I'm going to try and steal. Yeah, the blinds on also look passive here, so I'm going to try and steal as well. Like he's a VP of 14 over 13 hands, so which it shouldn't tell me too much, but it tells me he's probably on the more tighter side of things. So Jack 9, I'll defend probably against the button open. Here we got some back doors, so we're not going to raise. I'm just going to happily fold this. We're not going to raise with this excellent price. We're going to see if we can realise our equity. And now I pick up an 8. Give me the best hand here. He checks. I think this is like 100% bluff spot. I don't know how big I should be betting. I'm going to bet overbet the pot and see if it works. Obviously, I don't think a king might check. Yeah, it works. I mean, this spot just has to be bluffed every time when he checks back. And I'm on the like a thin draw. Okay, 26 hands, a VP of 60. We'll put all in. Oh, this is the guy that. This is the guy that I bluff with Jack 6. I mean, with this hand, I'm gonna squeeze. Like, oh, I should be squeezing. It's a good hand to play. It works well multi-way as well. we're limping in here. Actually, no, we're gonna open. I was thinking of limping in because I didn't think this guy would raise me. My hand can perform well, but we're actually just gonna play a check call. I think he can have ace high here a lot, so we're gonna bet to protect against ace high. Although he could limp in some monsters, and now we're gonna see if we can get showdown. Yeah, this hand, I could call that hand actually. What did this guy have? King high. Oh, he had a 3. I mean, he shouldn't have a 10 there. I could have value bet, but I didn't think I could get many better calls. We're going to free bet this, but we're going to free bet it slightly smaller. The reason we do it smaller is just because I can get away with it. Simply as that's the only reason. Because you can get away with free betting like smaller than you is probably recommended, just because you get away with it more. Like I said, you don't have to be balanced. Yeah, the more I play Final now, the more I'm learning. I used to laugh and mock the loose aggressive players who free bet often. But the more I'm learning that it's super profitable to do it quite an unbalanced way. You just have to obviously be careful who you do it against. Like, if I do it against a good reg that who's probably played a lot of hands with me and sees that I do it quite often, I'm going to tighten the range up a bit. If I just play it against like a fish, just an unknown, then Queen 8. I'm not going to open Queen 8. I think it probably would have worked on that occasion. Ace 9 against a VP of 3 and no pots raising 30. And because we're deep, I'm going to call, but I'm probably going to fold to a continuation. I'm definitely folding. He's got a VP of 3 in 35 hands and a PFR of 0. He checks. I'll check back. I'm keeping this. I think he could have like 10s here, but I just want to see what he shows up with. 6s, okay. So he does have like the low pairs. Fair enough. Honestly, somebody with that passive stats probably could have checked a king back here. This is a board that I should be continuation betting with, but the problem is I'm not going to get like many aces to fold. Oh, like there's a lot of like better aces than me on this board, so we are going to play for showdown. We're gonna. He probably has a hand like ace 10, ace 9, but I feel like he'll bet an 8. I don't think he'll bet a king, but he does have some one pair hands I beat, so there we go. And yeah, I forgot to mention that we were just splitting anyway, so maybe I should have bet there just to get him off of a chop, but it would just pay more rake. I've not seen this guy free bet, so I'm going to assume he's sort of free betting the standard like 3 to 7% blind v blind, slightly more passive side, so I'm not like attempt to 4-bet bluff him. That's a decent hand to 4-bet bluff with. This guy has very little big blinds, but he's quite passive, but I feel like he can shovel me a lot, and I don't have a good hand, so I'm not going to try and steal his blind. What else we got? Ace 3. I open out of the ace X, just simply, it's like if you free bet these sort of hands, I like to open them because people will fold a lot. They don't free bet early position. My hand's super disguised, so it shouldn't make a lot of sense for me to c-bet this board. So I'm hoping he calls. Obviously pocket 9 is going to stack me, but you know, if he's like thinking, if he has a hand like 7s or 8s, he should be thinking, well, he doesn't have like any free X. Raise jacks up versus the min button open. These don't necessarily have to be weak. We're going to take a flop here, but I don't like the 4-bet. He's betting very quickly. He has bluff, so he has like queens plus here. So we're going to, I feel like we have to fold. Oh, cool. How often does he bet in turn? We're going to make a very tight laydown. That's probably too nitty. I should probably at least call that and then see if he gives up on the turn, which I wouldn't mind. That's probably very nitty. So he like opens button 2x BB 4 bets 1.5 BB. It's extremely nitty fold, that is. Basically I'm assigning him a range of queens plus an ace king. Because he can have ace king, I should probably call and then play some turns. Yeah, that's way too nitty. Definitely should at least call the flop. Definitely. We're not going to steal with this guy in the blind. He's got some pretty aggressive stats. Yeah, it's just... top pair, we're going to continue. He can have some flushes. It's a weird line he's taken. Okay, if he has the ace of clubs, we're just going to get stacked here. I don't particularly care if he does or not. He has a set. I mean, yeah, you could do that with jacks and stuff. Like, his play is really awful. It's just like min re-raise a set. He should just be like getting a nice big raise in there, and then I have a huge tough choice with my flush draws. So it's a nice donation. If I played against a better player there, I'd never been able to realise my equity. This guy's a VP of 33 and he looks fishy, so I'm going to call and try and outplay him post flop. This is a good board, but his hand should be pretty face up to me on the turn. Like, I'm pretty sure by the size that he probably doesn't have miniature 6. Yeah, so his hand's pretty face up. I don't know what we can get value from, to be honest with you. I was thinking of raising the flop as well, but he does have like Bella A6 in his range, so I didn't want to do it. This is a board where I am never C-betting. I'm not going to get many worse hands than me to call, like maybe jacks, so we can just check back for pot control and check the thing. We're going to call this bet. And we're just going to check river. To be honest, I'm not surprised he had a 2-pair there. We were going to probably fold river, but it's like a board where this guy calls a C-bet. He does have lots of straights in his range, so we're going to check fold here. If he checks back, then we'll go for the overbet bluff. He probably has a pair hand he's protecting. He could have some bluffs as well. I mean, he has straights, 2 pairs, paired hands he's protecting, some bluffs. But with the hand I have, just not worth calling. I was debating whether I should even be continuation betting that board. Blind v blind. Or if I should probably do it like a third. A third makes more sense. On the button, this is probably a board. On this hand, I should definitely be c-betting. I mean, his chance he raises and just calls me here. Now we have a hand with showdown value. So we're going to check and call all rivers except for club rivers. But he checks back. He has a 9 here, but we're going to take on showdown value. Nope, we'll take it down. Oh, when he checks, this good news. He floated. What hand did he have on the flop? I don't really think he should be floating that hand. He should float his ace highs. A hand probably doesn't have enough equity to float. King Jack. Usually a hand I fold against an early position open, but this guy has quite loose stats. So we're going to play some post flop. What the overcard? We've got the gut shot. Yeah. Well, we're gonna let it go. He checks it to me, which is good news. I don't know whether I should turn this hand into a bluff or not, because I think he has a lot of like overpair hands that beat me. This is probably why I shouldn't be calling fives. I think he has like a lot of like. Do you know what? I think he has a lot of like hands like 9s, 8s, 7s, 6s. I want to get him off, so we're gonna just go for that line, or we'll just take it down now. If I have a hand like, yeah. This guy has very nitty stats, so we're for sure. We're going to also be continuing top pairs. Any top pair, blind v blind, I think is an instant bet. If I was trying to play balance poker, we're going to try and build a pot here, but he's probably going to fold. I don't think, unless he's trapping jacks here, or he has 4-5 suited specifically, then we're probably good here. So we're going to keep betting, go for 3 streets against the jack. Hopefully it's jack king. I mean, we're never folding here. So we're going for 3 streets against the jack. Maybe I made it a bit big on the river. Maybe he was just on ace high. I do think he would have c-bet jack though, but people play weird poker. Deadlift. Deadlift I put as an aggro reg cable to double barrel bluff in air. Poor old deadlift. We're always going to be free betting this, but we're going to keep it small so that I can hopefully get called. This is going to be a continuation bet. Against the fish, we're just going to try and stack off. I think he shouldn't be raising too many bad bluffs because of the guy in the pot. We check. Oh, I misclicked. Yeah. My plan was actually to check call that as well. Damn. You have a queen, right? I think he has Queen Jack, Queen King, Ace Queen. I think you have Queen X, but price is so right. Alright, so I don't mind giving him this pot. Yeah. The min bet was actually a mistake. I was actually going to check call. It would have been super sick if he'd overbet that bit. I think Deadlift played that pretty perfectly, to be honest. The min bet was actually a legit misclick. I think he played that perfectly because he bet a size where basically I just can't fold because he has a lot of missed flush draws as well. So yeah. We top pair and we have a backdoor flush draw. Not a big one. Him checking is good. And him checking is good. It's him betting probably not so good, but it makes sense to him to try and steal this pot. We are going to bet. We've probably got enough to bet. We want to protect against... do we want to bet? I think we do. We're going to continue here with our flush draw. I think we should get these two. Him calling's a bit unusual. He could have a stronger ace than me. He could also have like 10s, jacks. Is this a good enough flush to bet? Well, I basically lose to 3 combos, so we are going to value bet, but we're probably going to like fold if we get raised here, because he just has to have like a king, a jack, or a 10. I think like having the 4th nuts there is good enough value bet against a6. But if I get raised, it's like one of those spots where I just have to fold. Yeah, Deadlift played that hand perfectly. I actually played it really badly due to my misclick. I was going to check call. I probably, and also he bet pretty small on the river. I had like ace 10, I just can't throw away. If I have like maybe, if I have jack 10 or queen 10, it's pretty easy fold. Actually, ironically enough, my min bet could have saved me. And also, his Deadlift could just be trying to bluff me off of a big pot. Susan now looks like a weak player, so I'll bet 20, try and get this guy, play pot heads up with this person. Ace is a good scare card, I could probably bet quite small. And now I'm worried, if this goes check check, then probably never an ace. No, we're gonna fold. The worst hand that person's betting is like a 6. I could have bet a little cheaper and got the fold and saved more when I'm called. To be honest, I should have bet just like a 3rd. We got ace king anyway. Against the guy who's got huge, like, just to call. We're actually just gonna, we got a hand that's ahead of a lot there. So this hand will never set mine in. This guy is definitely capable of bluffing these spots, for sure. Flush draws. This is where I like an overbet now, because if I'm called here, then there's usually a trap. The overbet is good because now he doesn't have the odds to call with a flush, and my hand just looks pretty like nutted at this point. He could be a smart player. If I raise, it's an easy fold. If I call, there's a no bluff river ever. Did I raise open this hand? I did. they just have so many kings and jacks in their range. We're just going to try and get the showdown. If this guy bets, it's an easy fold. Okay, I think that's enough hands for now. We'll do this last hand. It's basically just attempted steal. This person in the blind is probably good. We're gonna bet. This is a board I should be betting, and I should be betting kind of big on. I would be perfectly happy to take the pot down here. If he raises, then we're looking at Jack X a lot. Now we have a two pair, ace jacks, 2 pair. We're going to check and probably call this river if he bets, because we'll be chopping a lot here. It's a big bet. That feels like a jack. Does feel like a jack. He's missed flush draws though. I mean, it does feel like a jack. Am I actually going to be chopping with an ace? I think the kicker's going to play. Yeah, I think the kicker's going to play here if there's an ace. We're just folding, we're taking the type option. Maybe I need to revise my poker knowledge. Whatever, that hand was embarrassing hand. Anyway, just for funsies, we'll have a look. I'm basically up 84 big blinds in the session, so it's all gone pretty well. Yeah, that's nice. A couple of hands I need to review actually though. There's a few losses here. This is a actual hand that you didn't see, but a free bet, and I kept it relatively small. I wanted a call. I check. I continued. This one I misplayed on the turn actually because he called. I was thinking, what's he gonna open and call with? Probably King X, right? But for some reason I didn't know if I'd get free. For some reason I checked this turn. I don't know why I checked it. I don't know. I should be betting like $1 here, and then he leads out big. I just think maybe he has ace king. It's just cool. I also have the blocker to the flush. And he is 5-4, which is extremely loose to be open in his hand, so I made a note that he's opening very, very light and calling 3 bets very light with like speculative hands. So actually if I bet $1 and he called, and then I just shoved, yes, he would have won the pot, but long term, like him 3 betting and calling me with that hand, I'm going to be making so much money if I double barrel. I actually lost because I played it passively. I actually lost less, but like in terms of a more profitable play long term is to just double barrel always, and probably just shove the river with my blocker to the flush. Maybe but we'll see. I don't know. There's a couple of hands. Obviously, this one I want to review. This is the one against deadlift. This is the super tight fold I did, so I want to review this. This is a weird Jack 6 hand, blind me blind, where I played it stupidly. I don't want to review that because I just know it was a badly played hand. I wasn't even and we have some other hands I might want to have a look at. A couple of potential overfolds here. Maybe. Yeah, I want to look at this one as well. Okay, there's some hands I'll review off table. Thanks for watching anyway.